It's time for a monthly reset for my budget. So let's set up my January budget planner.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan.
Hello, Planner Babes. Welcome to Jasmine Plans. This is Jasmine. If you are new here, we are creating a Plan With Me page for my January monthly. I will be using this January monthly page to plan out the bills that I have to pay for the month. I already listed out the bills that I do have to pay. I have way too much, but setting up my calendar is going to help me keep on track to make sure that I'm paying things when they are due and not forgetting about it. So let's get these pages set up. To set up these pages, we are going to be using Planning Things Winter Days for decoration, and I'm going to be using pastel boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans to place down boxes on the date that I know I have a bill due. In case you're wondering, this page is a printable download that came from Happy to Plan with Desiree. I am a part of her Patreon, so this is something that I was able to get. And honestly, I decided on a theme with Planning Thing because I just saw her video and you should check her out too. So to start, what I'm going to do is place down a bullet point that is going to represent days that I get paid and what I'm going to be using, well, which bills are going to go according to the paychecks that I have coming out. So I am going to be using this purple color at first, and I'll show you the theme in a little bit that I'm going to be using. So the purple color is going to go down. I think I want the darker color towards the bottom. So the purple color is going to go on the 15th. This will make sense in a second. And then there is a lighter color in here that I want to use. I do have two main paydays throughout every month. And technically, those paydays are the last day of the previous month and the 15th of the next month. I'm going to be placing a box down that represents every bill that is going to be paid, hopefully, just using this paycheck that is here. In this pastel boxes, I'm going to be using this lighter color because I think it goes closely. So I know I have two bills, or the three. There's three things coming out on the 1st. So I do have my mortgage, I do have my HOA, and I also have Patreon payments that are coming out on that day as well. That sticker did go down a little bit crooked, but it is okay. This box is going to get filled up anyway. I know I have my phone bill due on the 2nd, as well as my electric bill. There is a credit card due on the 6th. So I'll place that down as well. My Club Pilates bill is going to be due on the 8th. This probably wasn't the best book to pull out. I do have Mojo Jojo's like monthly boxes that I could have, not monthly boxes, but I do have her pastel boxes in the box set that I probably should have pulled out because it would have way more of these stickers. So I'm not worried about running out. Apple always gets me every single month when it comes out. It's something I forget about, but I'm noting it down as a bill from now on. I also have a Children's Place credit card that is going to come out as well. This is one of the cards that I feel like is just so unnecessary for me to have. And we're going to be trying to eliminate many things this year that are just really unnecessary. The 14th, I have my American Express card, and that is all for the first half of the month. The second half of the month is some other bills, and I tend to feel as if my bills on the second half of the month is very bill heavy, but hey, still gotta pay them. All right, the luckiest bill of them all is on the 15th. That is my student loan payment. I cannot stand that payment, but I have to do it. We also have my life insurance due on the 15th. My life insurance, actually, it's not the same color. Now, my life insurance, I do have 3 separate payments for it that I'm going to be jotting down. And it's 3 separate payments because I have 2 for myself and 1 for my son. I know there are people who are against having life insurance policies for the kids. I am not one of them because honestly, who knows what can happen, God forbid. And then I have the 28th. So those are all life insurance policies that come out. Why do I have so much life insurance? Because I do have a term policy and a whole life policy. At some point, I do plan to reevaluate that because there's just way too much going on here in terms of like paying bills and just putting out money every month. But I want to, at some point, a goal that I have, and hopefully I accomplish it this year, is to get a financial advisor that is really going to help me organize what I need and don't need financially. Right, next on the 21st, I do have Geico, which is my car insurance. And besides Geico coming out that day, I do have a gym membership that I plan to be better at using in 2025 for my strength training. I do have some fitness goals I'm trying to achieve in 2025. Then 26th, I have my Macy's credit card. Another unnecessary thing to have. All right, on the 27th, I do have a Netflix bill. If I didn't have so many like boxes to put down on days, I would probably stagger them different places. But there's too much things that just have to be paid. And for Netflix, I have not 100% necessary, but I do have it. It's something that can go. There's just too many things on TV these days to have every single subscription. And I do have the lowest paying one at the moment. So my Netflix comes with ads. I also pay for Canva Pro. As a content creator, Canva has been extremely necessary for me to have. So I know it should technically be a business expense. However, business has not been booming because I have not been putting in a lot of work towards my business. If you're new here, I do have an Etsy shop that I will be giving lots of love to in 2025. I have products that are just sitting on my computer and not in my shop, and I need to get them into my shop. I hope I didn't already just mess this up, but I do have 2 things to pay on the 27th, and I do have 2 things jotted down here. So I know I have my son's life insurance, and Capital One comes out on this day, but for some reason right now my memory is so bad, I don't remember if I put down Capital One, but I'll leave it like that. Hopefully everything gets paid. And then lastly, we have my cable bill on the 30th. When I calculate everything for my budget, because I do try a zero-based budget system, it has worked for me so much in the past and really has let me know that I need to cut and get rid of some things. So as I go through my budget, there might be some things on the chopping block for February, depending on if I can get this budget balanced out the way I need to. There's another thing that I did not note on here. So besides my regular pay, I do get paid some overtime pay, and that is my after school work that I will do. So I'm just gonna take a light color. We're gonna go with gray, and I'm gonna place those down on the days that I know I'm getting those payments. So that is the 2nd, and then again on the 16th. My plan for 2025 is never to use this money for bill payments. I want to, not necessarily bill payments, but never to use this money as a necessary part of my budget because it's not something that is consistent, and it's also not a set amount that stays the same for the entire year. So my cash stuffing journey this year, I do have some sinking funds that I have created. I need to save things for my house. I need to save things for an emergency. I do have a trip coming up this year, for 2025, that I need to also make sure that I am saving for. So these pay dates are noted down, and that money will be separated right away. So that way it's not counted into here. If I do find that I don't have enough for the many bills that I have coming out here, I may just very well need to dig into that, hopefully not too much, to make sure that I'm paying my bills, but that will definitely be an indicator to me that I have a bill problem. Also, I do want to note that the plan is to calculate all of these bills that are here. I'm going to subtract it from my take-home pay. Whatever is left after that, I am going to be cash stuffing. So as you can see, I did not pay for gas yet. I do not have food or anything coming out for that, but I will be using the cash stuffing method for those. These bills, for the most part, are things that are going to be coming out automatically. This page already looks daunting with the amount of bills that are here. So what I'm going to do is decorate it using Planning Things Winter Days. I am going to be using this fun set here because I love creating a scene. I got this because I was a part of her subscription. And just to save for next year and be better about my spending when it comes to planner items, I will not be doing planner subscriptions in 2025. Everything that comes in there, subscriptions, I do not always use, or there's one or two things that always comes in there that I do not like. So I'm just going to nix that completely. So I will no longer be doing any planner subscriptions for 2025. But let's enjoy what I have while I have it. So the first thing I see here is this like mountain scene on the page and this. So I know I have a bill here, but I'm going to pick up that sticker for now. And I'll place the sticker back down in just a minute. And typically I'm very into like whiting out my lines and all that other stuff. I'm not going to be doing that with this planner. I just want my pages to look cute. So we're going to place this down here. And I'm going to place my bill pay sticker right back down. And off camera, I will go ahead and fill this in with everything that needs to be paid. I do have my bill pay list right next to me. And honestly, before I even had that bill pay list, I would go through, put stickers down, and I didn't mark exactly what bill was what. And there will be times where I'm looking at a blank box, not remembering what it was. And to be 100% honest, I wasn't on time with paying everything in 2024. And that was simply because I would forget. I am very forgetful. Thought about putting this little mousse right over here. I think the mousse could maybe go next to like a tree that's here. This is not necessary, but it makes my page fun. This is also reminding me that when I was a kid, we used to take trips to the Pocono Mountains in Pennsylvania. And we used to do things like that, like very often. So it's a childhood memory that I have. And honestly, it's something that I would love to be able to do for my son. But I have to make myself a little bit more financially responsible in order to do those things with him. I'm just going to take my white out to get some of these holidays off of the page. None of these holidays are affecting any pay dates or anything for me. So we'll put down some mountains. Whoa, what is going on? And luckily that did not rip my page. Right, I'm thinking about even having some people skating or skiing down the mountain. I can recall a time where we went to the Poconos as a kid, and we were going to go snow tubing. And as we arrived to the location, I don't know if my cousins remember this, but as we arrived to the location, there was like a huge accident that was happening. Everyone was sliding down this like hill, like extremely fast. And we just saw the little tubes just crashing into, let me get her coming down the mountain. We just saw everyone crashing down into like a wall. All of a sudden, like an ambulance shows up, and my family was kind of like, do you guys want to still go snow tubing? And we were all like, nope, we're out of here. And that experience of just witnessing an accident happening has never made me want to learn how to snowboard or go skiing or any of that stuff. I am not for it. But the scene looks nice. I just want to get more mountains on that side and some people on the page as well. This is also really cute. It's not necessary, but things like this honestly keeps me happy. I know this is all not going to be like proportionate, but it's okay. And then on this side, I could have the sky coming down the mountain. Or he can just be on the mountain. We know he's there. All right, so I want to go ahead and just include a sidebar box. I'm going to go back inside the Pastel Boxes book. And the sidebar box is where I want to list out some financial goals that I have for the year. So we'll go with the purple. And then we should be able to add a quote and be done. I'm gonna check to see what quotes do she have here. Okay. I'm enjoying the burr. It's cold outside. And then over here, I'll just note down that it is freezing season. All right, and this is how I am setting up my budget for the month. I hope you enjoyed watching this budget plan with me. If you did, give this a like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more budget related content. And until next time, happy planning. Bye.